Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Wallstreet Ray. Appreciate y'all for tapping in today. This will be a shorter call, quicker call, just because we do understand that the Ravens versus the Chiefs of the night or this afternoon in the next 45 minutes or so. So we're gonna get this thing going. I don't want to keep y'all waiting, but again, I do appreciate y'all for locking in with me today. All right. Gonna do a quick review over some of the trades we took last week. Spend a couple minutes going over that. Then we'll swiftly go through, like my top 5 starting lineup pairs and go over some other pairs as well. Whichever you got, whatever you guys want me to take a look at, feel free to drop it in the chat. All right. So we're gonna get this thing started off with GBP USD. Very beautiful trade setup that we were able to capitalize on. If I just come over here to our Discord chat, obviously you guys can see where this setup was discussed. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. So obviously we want the market to come up, take out this level, right? At like what is it, 27395, I believe. When we came up, pushed into this level, had an initial entry here, had a higher entry up here, ended up getting in like right in between those 2 points within this buy to sell candle here. And as we can see again, we had a strong hezi, okay, followed by a bearish crossover. We had a clear retracement structure because you could see the impulse and the correction type of price action. Then where we came up to that specific zone, got a beautiful reaction, and the market did give us about 97, just about 100 pips, right? So whenever I'm up that much, I'm always going to move my stop loss to break even, always going to secure a nice bag, right? I personally closed all of this trade because I saw how close I was to my final target. One thing I always tell my team is that if you're physically looking at your charts and you're like 5 to 10 pips, if not less, away from your TP being hit, feel free to close it. You don't want to risk the market reversing completely without you actually getting any profit because you're waiting for the final TP. Having the TP hit when you're not looking at it is the best case scenario. But when you are looking at your charts, it is good to secure that bag and not risk a massive reversal as we saw here, right? So the market did reverse. After it reversed, we actually came up into this high. Okay, we did create a strong high, as you guys could see, where we made a high, then we came and took out buy side liquidity. After we took out buy side liquidity, we came down hezi off of demand and then crossed over bearish. So we have our hezi crossover bearish. I know that this means that this is my internal range liquidity high. So I had the market coming back up to 27575 and then giving us a sell. So I marked it off over here. Didn't happen right away. The market actually went a little bit lower first before coming back to that zone, which is fine because even though the area of the market may not hit a specific area the moment we wanted to, right? These zones are still active. These zones are still valid, which is why we draw those zones out into the future. So as you can see, we did come and hit this. This was Friday. So we ended the week off with about 55, 60 pips in profit. I do see this market potentially still trending lower down to the 2628 region. All right, 2628 region. Down here, I would like to see some buys come into the market just based off the fact that we have this low right here that took out sell side liquidity where we took out several lows. I would not be surprised to see the market continue bearish, okay? And once we actually get down to this point, have some strength kick in and go bullish, all right? So we may not get necessarily a setup right away on GU. If you took the sell that I gave out Friday, or the sell that executed Friday, I would keep holding. Maybe you was on a funded account and you had to close, depending on your situation. But if you are trading a personal funds or you trading a swing account that you can hold over the weekend, I would definitely keep holding that because I do feel that we have the potential to get about 130 pips out of that move. But as you guys can see, I mean, multiple trades on GU this week with literally no drawdown whatsoever. So I'm definitely happy about that. Solid week overall. Then we're gonna come on over to the favorites. Take a quick peek at Nas. Nas has been on a massive bullish uptrend. I mean, massive, absolutely massive. We talked about this buy, last week. It's really unfortunate. Got in a tad bit early and literally, like, I had a tight stop loss. Y'all know I love my tight stop losses. And I mean, not even 30 minutes after my stop had got hit, the market reversed. And, I do trade my personal account a little bit different than when I'm trading live because I don't like to take losses in front of a lot of people, right? Like I understand it's a part of trading, but I'll take a loss, but I don't want to take multiple. And when I'm trading my personal account, I'm perfectly fine with taking two, if not three attempts to find the perfect trade, right? And this is just one of those instances where I should have just simply looked to the left, saw that sell to buy, and got in. But you see, we missed out on a 1-17, man, 1-18 just about. So I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty painful. I haven't been able to get back in the market since then because the market's just been going parabolic. But just seeing what it is that we have now, I do feel that we have the potential for the market to keep trending bearish. After we've came up here, it does appear that supply is starting to take control in a sense, right? Where we do have supply and control here. The market runs a little bearish. Supply kicks in control again. So personally, I would like to see the market continue bearish for now. How bearish will it go? Not quite sure. However, I don't see this low being a major reversal point. So all I simply do is I analyze highs and lows and I ask myself, do I think this low can make the market make a new high? If this low can't force the market to make a new high, that means we have to continue bearish, at least for now, right? And I'm an intraday trader. So I could be, the market could be bearish for the day and then be bullish the next day, or it could be bearish for 8 hours and then reverse. It doesn't really matter to me because I'm always executing on lower time frames anyway. So I'm looking for what I believe is going to happen for the next 12 hours or so, the next day or so. And I do believe that this low will be attacked. So I'm looking at, 17,360. I want to see this low get taken out. Best case scenario, we actually retrace first before reaching that low. Because if we come and take this low first and then we, retrace, it kind of changes the dynamic of what it is that I'm looking for because my sell is based upon this area not being taken yet, right? So if this area maintains itself, right, and this low does not get taken yet, and then we could somehow retrace back up towards that previous high, I think it makes sense for us to continue bearish. All right. So I'm gonna be, paying attention to this region right here. As you can see over to the left, we do have supply. We popped up right above this high, had a hezzy, lower head time frame hezzy, crossover bearish. We come back into that area of supply. And then here we also clear highs again, ever so slightly. So on the lower time frame, you do see how we do clear highs. Nice 3-candle pattern where we have that bullish candle, doji candle, big bearish engulfing candle, telling me that, seller volume is kicking in. All right. So I would not be surprised whatsoever to see the market retrace back up into this area. Then we could probably start getting short. If you ever find it difficult to find a specific candle, you could just use 50%. That's always a good thing to do. It'd be very beneficial. So I would say 14 or 17,497. All right. We're going to go with about a 30-point stop loss. And I always target 1 to 5, right? It looked like it'd probably be safer to go about like 4.5, just to take out that low. But, if you can get a 1 to 5, that'll be great. But just to be safe, let's just say, we target this low for now. That'll give you about a 1.5, risk to reward, right? Which is solid, right? Maybe it keeps going lower after that. We just kind of got to wait and see. All right. So that is one option. Obviously, another option is the market to come up a little bit higher. Um, play around these areas of supply. But if that happens, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So this is my first opportunity here. If that opportunity fails, I'll probably be looking for a sell up here. All right. Again, it's completely normal. It's completely fine to take multiple jabs at the market to try to find the right setup, right? Because when we're risking very small amounts to gain very large amounts, it's cool. It's like flipping a coin, and you lose $10 if you lose, but you make $100 if you win, or you make $50 if you win. That's the mentality you got to have when looking at the charts. So I'm not looking to be right every day. Like, obviously I would love to be, but that's just not the reality of the markets. All I'm looking to do is take advantage of every opportunity, and over time I know that the profit is gonna follow. All right. It's 121. I'm gonna try to have y'all out of here in the next 15 minutes. All right. So y'all can get ready for the game. So far as gold is concerned, obviously we do react off of this little small area of demand, but just looking at the area of demand, I don't think that that's strong enough to make new highs. So I do feel like this is more of just a retracement off of demand, and then we'll probably continue bearish, right? Especially considering how impulsive that sell-off was. All right. So realize some areas of demand create continuations, some areas of demand just create retracements for another impulse to take place after. All right. So understanding that, just looking at what I see here, we have Asia range high. We came and cleared out Asia range high right there. After we cleared out Asia range high, we come and actually make a new low where we break previous lows. So from here, I would not be surprised to see if we retrace up into these highs and then get a reaction to go lower. All right. So that is something that I'll be paying attention to, looking for. All right. If we come down to the 5-minute, you could also see a little more details within the price action where we actually notice a hezzy crossover now. All right. So that's always a good thing because it just adds to our confidence in taking the trade setup. All right. So we do have a hezzy crossover. We also have internal range liquidity. And we have a buy to sell candle. All right. So for me personally, I'd probably be looking to get in about right there. I'm going to target those lows completely. I feel like I'd be somewhere around here. Might open up the stop just a little bit, just depending on how aggressive you are. You could probably use like 35 pips. If you're real aggressive, you could use like 18 pips. So it's really just up to you. It will affect your risk to reward. You can get like a 1 to 4, or you could actually end up getting like a 1 to 8, just depending on how aggressive you want to play it. All right. So that is something that I see. But just overall, pay attention to the zone, right? One thing I tell my team is you have multiple options, right? Signals are best case scenario, but there are times where we expect something like this, and you might get something like this instead, right? So let this be option A, let this be option B. I'm teaching you guys how to trade like professionals, because at the end of the day, signals are not absolute. You could have the signal wrong, but you can have the overall direction right. So you want to be able, there's two options. You could just have a much bigger stop loss, which I hate, or you can just execute multiple times. And I'm going to show you guys an example of this happening here in a sec. All right. So that's gold. Like I said, I'm moving fast. Playoff game today. Hope y'all understand. Appreciate it. EuroCAD. Oh, EuroCAD went absolutely crazy too. This was another one, another trade that was given out into the community. Like I said, I'll be quick. Right here. Euro CAD entry was 46935. So 1.46935. We risked 8 pips, right? 8 pips. So you come here, you see that is 46935. If we look over to the left, that is 46935. Market actually hits that area perfectly. And since the market actually made new lows before that entry being tagged, we actually were able to readjust our take profit, which before was only like 40 pips. Now it ended up being 86 bare minimum, but the market ended up going about 100 pips. So you guys see the accuracy. This is why I say, draw those zones out into the future, because you might think it's going to hit on, say, January 19th, but it actually hits, January 23rd, right? So, these zones do remain active and valid for quite a while. So that was definitely a beautiful, beautiful trade setup that had us up. We was up nicely, okay? I'm gonna give you a quick example of having multiple options with your entries. All right. I was trading and I had this entry initially, right? This entry initially for like an 8 pip stop loss, right? But just understanding where we are in structure, right? This is the primary low, right? This is the protected low, because we see that this is a low that pushed lower than the previous low, right? So that's my protected low, meaning that this is like the maximum, threshold of where the market can, go. So even though I was trading on a lower time frame up here and I had my stop loss initially underneath that low, me understanding that that was just option one, and option two could have been, the market actually breaking this low like it did, then rejecting right here and taking off, right? So when that happened, I actually just got in again because I realized that we were still within this demand zone right here, right? So as long as we're within that demand zone, we're still good. So I actually ended up taking more buys, right? So I lost 0.5%, took another trade, right? And ended up gaining like 4%, right? So that's just the reality of the markets. Like I said, you have to be comfortable taking multiple jabs, because there's times where this will work and then there's times where this will work. Sometimes it's difficult to determine which one it will be every time. So you have to be comfortable taking multiple attempts at the market, right? But overall, Euro AUD is probably going to continue bullish. I'll be looking forward to keep going until we get to 6.548. And then once we get up there, I'll probably be looking for some sales, okay? Right around this area. So be on the lookout for that. 6.548 Euro AUD. We'll probably be looking for some sales around that area. All right. So keep your eyes on that price point, and we'll see what happens when we get there. All right. Just gonna keep going. We moving quick. USD or Euro USD, I'll be honest, I don't trade it much. Not the biggest fan of Euro USD, so I'm gonna just keep it going. If you guys were on the weekly outlook last week, I gave you guys this signal, right? I gave you guys this Euro USD. Euro JPY. So go watch last week's recording on YouTube. Definitely gave y'all that. That went for a beautiful 195. Sheesh. 195, almost 200 pips. Where is it gonna go from here? Honestly, see it continuing a little bit longer. You got like a weak high here, weak high here. I think the market's gonna push up probably to this zone up here. Once we get up here, I'll be looking for some more sell opportunities. All right. So Euro JPY, okay, giving y'all another setup. Look at 161.18. 161.18. I know I'm moving fast. There will be a recording that I'm gonna upload, so you guys can have access to that. But 161.18 is where I would be looking for more opportunities on Euro JPY. All right. We really ate last week. I ain't gonna lie, man. Yo, if you tapping in from the free community, I'm telling y'all, man, you gotta tap in to the trading group and grab the course, man, if you haven't already. Cause I feel like obviously the community is very beneficial because y'all do have access to me a lot. Like I'll go live very often. Upward of 5 to 6 times a week, I'm going live and you know, so when you really look at it from that perspective, you're really getting a real hands-on look at what real trading is, because a lot of people can tell you a concept and make it sound good, but you know, they don't trade often enough for you to see it, time and time again, and see it in live charts, see it in different scenarios, different situations, different days. So for me, I go live so often. It's very transparent, like everybody's seeing it. We win together, we lose together. We might take a loss here and there, but then you take a huge win, and then you notice how, it doesn't take much to be very profitable. You notice how, man, all I need is a couple solid trades here and there, and I'm gonna be set up for the rest of the week. So I definitely want y'all to tap in just to get that type of experience so you guys can see for yourself, man. So definitely, tap in, either grab the course if you want to go at your own pace and stuff like that, or definitely, tap into the community. We would love to have y'all. All right. So if you're part of the free Discord or the free Telegram, the link is in there somewhere. I'll drop it again after this call. But y'all seen how many trades we was able to, take just this past week alone that ended up going deep in profit. But just moving forward, I see NZD USD actually making some buys, right? So this was one of the only pairs that was like really clear. Even GU wasn't that clear for me because I was already in a position from last week. But taking new positions, I feel like this will be a nice one on NZD USD. And I don't even trade NZD USD, but it's a weekly outlook, so I typically just mark up everything because I know some of the people watching, you might trade all of this stuff. So we're actually already underneath internal range liquidity, but I do feel like we'll probably push down a little bit lower. Y'all already peep as you cross over a game proper. I ain't gonna lie, you probably start buying right away when the market opens. It really just depends on where the market opens. Like you don't want to buy the moment the market opens. So let me not say that, but get a market like an hour or so. But I do feel like if we can come down to 0.6081, 0.6081, that's definitely something that you want to entertain. Risk about 20 pips to catch 100. That should be very proper, right? So you see the market is ranging. So we have our consolidation, then we take the lows, which is manipulation, right? So that's our consolidation. Here is our manipulation. And now we have the continuation right here, all right? So just so you guys could like see the different phases of the market. We have manipulate or consolidation where the market is bouncing back and forth, manipulation where we clear the lows out. Now we're in that continuation phase. All right. So, definitely understand what you're looking at because that's going to be very beneficial. All right. So I like that. I'm going to send that out here in a moment. The moment we get off this call, I'm going to send this to the community. So I like that a lot. Um, I don't see nothing there. That's a mess. That is a whole mess. USD CAD. USD CAD been giving some pretty decent moves lately. Like, yeah, I think we can come up here, start dropping. That'll probably cause NZD USD to start going bullish, right? So just taking a look at the DXY, we do clear highs, make a new low, we come back up, we clear highs again. So you see what side of the market is, sweeping highs and stuff. So just with that, we'll probably just end up retracing back into this area here, then dropping off, right? So just with that, that's probably the reason why I think NZD USD can end up going bullish, all right? So maybe GU does too. But like I said, I'm already in GU, so it's no need for me to buy nor sell. I'm already in the sell. So just make sure you're protected. If you did take that sell with us last week, just make sure you're protected so you don't take an unnecessary loss. That GJ sale was given to y'all as well. Definitely go check out the recording from last week. But other than that, that's pretty much all I got, guys. I know we moved quick. I definitely appreciate y'all for adjusting to the new call time. Um, like I said, in NFL playoffs, massive game. Like if you ain't watching this game, I don't know what you're doing. So probably biggest game of the year. So I ain't want y'all to miss nothing. We gonna hop off. Y'all still got some time to, get some food situated and stuff like that. But I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in to this call today. We are recording, so be on the lookout for the weekly outlook here within the next hour or so. And I'll drop the link. If y'all could like, comment, and subscribe. Again, if you're interested in joining the actual community or grabbing the course, I will drop information for that in the Telegram chats. Okay. So other than that, I appreciate y'all. Are we all good? Any other comments, questions, or concerns? Any other comments, questions, or concerns? Looks like we're all good. Looks like we're all good. All right. Appreciate y'all again, man. See you guys at the top. From the top, the bottom is too crowded. Much love. Peace.